بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Let me take a moment to show some kindness to the folks who thought blindness was a disease that affected the eyes alone. I promise I won't judge you. I barely know how to love you, and like fools we preach rules, but we don't even follow our own. Everybody needs comfort. Some people find it in this, some people find it in that, and some people just don't find it at all. But this world is full of signs, from the moon to the stars in the sky, from the bees and the bugs, like a seed in your blood, like a fiend to a drug, makes you need to look up and question what's up. Why you deal with this stuff when your spirits are crushed and you trek through the rough? But like thunder it struck, said be, and it was. All the signs that were sent, they finally make sense. You feel the torment, so you need to repent. When your heart is cement, it's hard as a brick, cause your soul is worth more than the dollars and cents. All the money in the world couldn't buy you happiness, cause verily it is in the remembrance of Allah that hearts do find rest. And do not get it confused. I'm not a scholar or preacher. I'm just a regular dude who makes mistakes too. But we are reflections true. So I can't talk about me without talking about you. And who knew we would end up in a place so confused, where little boys want to be like little girls and little girls just want to be abused, where they terrorize the truth, mentally arrest the youth, even though there is no law but Allah's, and mama didn't raise no fool. And who knew that expecting the world to treat you fairly because you think you're a good person would be a little like expecting a bull not to attack you because you're a vegetarian? You can't begin to learn what you think you already know. In man's own ignorance, we forgot that women once watched us grow. And before that, you were a tiny ball of flesh without any bones. And before that, you were just unknown. And now look, behold, you have the arrogance to assume that you just made it on your own. But what were you but a chewed piece of cloth before you grew? And who knew you would trace your ancestries back to a zoo? You must have really come from apes with your monkey point of views. Even the devil believes in God, so what does that make you? And it's true. Sometimes I feel like Noah preaching to a packed, empty room. Nobody want to listen until we start rolling out 2 by 2. I'm a big fan of Abraham, never break up from Jacob. Joseph had the kind of beauty that you couldn't find in makeup. Moses was to Pharaoh what stones are to arrows, and David to Goliath what truth is to silence. Following Solomon, I get down too. Contrary to popular belief, Jesus is my homeboy too. So peace be upon the whole crew. Came to teach what we never knew, even though few caught the groove. They never turned blue, never confused what was true, even if it was a taboo. Never came for fame or praise, but to praise who they prayed to. Who? And who knew that an unlettered man from the middle of the desert would change the whole world from darkness into heaven? You may have every title, every big shot degree, but you still can't explain Alif Lam Mim. Allahu Akbar. And who knew there would be so many views and ways to explain that he's closer to you than your jugular vein? So if you complain that God must be cruel, Can you give Allah all that He gives to you? From the breath that you breathe to the trees that you feed, from the eyes that you see to the seed that you eat. If I cut you, you bleed, then you heal magically. We're the illest machines manufactured for means. The concept's extreme, but this world is a dream. It's not what it seems, filled with lies and deceit. The truth is serene, so wake up, smell the deen. Praises be to He, His oneness supreme. Totally unique, in no need of sleep. Not like you or me, His greatness complete. No partners, no mates, no fathers, no sons, no discount 3 in 1. Just Allah Azza wa Jalla. Even the birds sing His name, the Lord of all the worlds. Glory be to He, and to Allah is our return. Jazakallahu khair. I wanted to start off with that poem. It's called Signs. As a recognition of the fact that there are people in this earth, on this world, who deny the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Can you imagine? There are people walking around these streets around us who think that they came from monkeys. They think that they came from monkeys. Maybe they came from a monkey, but I came from Adam alayhi salam. In that poem, I said one line that I'll kind of look back on and extract some thoughts from. I said, even the devil believes in God, so what does that make you? Subhanallah. Did you ever contemplate the story of Iblis and how he became who he is? If you read the books, Iblis only really made one major mistake. He only made one major error. What was that? Can anybody tell me? Yes. He said no to Adam alayhi salam. Kind of, close. What was the incident? What happened? Yes. He refused to prostrate before Adam alayhi salam. Why? Why did he refuse? Yes. No? Maybe stretching? Yes? Okay, so he was arrogant. He said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what did he say about Adam? What did he say? Yes. He said, I'm made from smokeless fire. Adam is made from what? Clay. Is clay a good thing? In his perspective, he said, no. This is dirt, this is mud. I'm made from smokeless fire, he's made from dirt. That's us, by the way. Don't feel too good about yourself, inshallah. He said, this creature, this creation, I'm better than him. Adam alayhi salam, our great, a lot of greats, right? Great grandfather. Iblis refused to bow before Adam alayhi salam. But yet we refuse to bow before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How many of us have forsaken our salah? Subhanallah. This one incident, Iblis refused to bow before Adam alayhi salam. A direct conflict towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's command. But yet many of us, we don't pray. I would be maybe brave enough to say that the majority of Muslims, the people who come from Muslim families who actually self-proclaim Islam, they don't pray. I'm sure many of us know people like that. They call themselves Muslim. Maybe, mashallah, they only eat halal. If this is even touched, I don't even want it to put on the same grill. Okay, salah time. I'm okay. Right? I'll pray another day, another time. Or maybe they combine all their salahs at one time. Huh? Easy life, mashallah. People have forsaken the salah. If you come to this masjid, Salat al-Jum'ah, you'd be lucky even to find a space. You'd be lucky to find a space. The whole place is packed. You come for Salatul Fajr. MashaAllah, you have a whole row to yourself. No one's going to bother you. You're good to go. But why? What's the difference? Many of us, we don't pray Fajr. You say, why? I say, I got work in the morning. I got school. I got things to do. SubhanAllah. If I told every single one of you, I would pay you $50 each Salatul Fajr you prayed in the masjid. I would give you $50 for each Salatul Fajr you prayed in the masjid. Would any of you miss a Salah? Would anybody miss Salah? MashaAllah, you make itikaf. You wouldn't even leave. Full-time job. For $50. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised you much more. He has promised you much more than a measly $50. But some of you are so quick to sell yourselves short. He promised you a reward. What's this reward He promised you? Jannah. Is there anything on this earth better than Jannah? No. It's simple math. You work in this dunya, you receive the mercy of Allah. You don't work in this dunya, good luck. You might go Jahannam, yes. So, if I could leave with any advice, anything, especially for the young brothers and sisters who are, many of us, our youth, are still forming their identities as Muslim. Many of you, you go to school, you interact with a lot of kids and a lot of people who may not share the same beliefs and value systems that we have. So when the time for Salatul Dhuhr comes around, some of your friends, they may not remind you to pray. Some of the kids in your class, probably most of the kids in your class, won't say, hey Ahmed, hey Muhammad, hey Khadija, hey Fatima, let's go pray. They're not going to remind you. So you have to take the initiative upon yourselves. Surround yourselves with good people. People who will be your friends not just in this world, but they want to be your best friend in Jannah. The best of friends, the best friend you could have, he doesn't want to just have this friendship in this dunya. He wants to be your best friend in Jannah. He wants to be neighbors with Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He wants to be amongst the companions. He wants to be amongst the awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He doesn't want to just be here with you, basketball courts, maybe playing hockey, playing whatever. No. They want this friendship to continue. But how many of us can say that we're ready for that day? We're ready for that time when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take us back to Him. I'll tell you a story, inshallah, one quick story. There was a woman who was told that she had 1 month to live. There was a woman who was told by a doctor that she had 1 month left to live. SubhanAllah. What did this sister do? MashaAllah. That month, she started praying. She started fasting. She started giving in sadaqah. She started doing all these good deeds. You would say, sister, how are you doing today? She would say, Allahu Akbar, SubhanAllah, Alhamdulillah. She spoke in dhikr, MashaAllah. She didn't want to waste any time. She became the best of Muslims because she was under the assumption she didn't have a lot of time left. So after this month, she returned to the doctor and she told the doctor, okay, 1 month has passed, I'm here. Now what? The doctor told her, ma'am, we've made a mistake. As doctors so often do. We've made a mistake. Actually, you're completely fine. SubhanAllah. She was shocked. She said, what? You mean to tell me I wasted all of that time? Astaghfirullah azim. She saw the ibadah as a waste of time because she assumed that she had more. This is one of the illusions many of us are living in. You are under the assumption that you have more time left on this earth. My young brothers, wallahi, death does not discriminate. You think the older uncles around you, you think you're going to live to see gray hair? You think you're going to live to go to university, to have a family, to get married? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can take you at any time. And I don't mean to scare anybody, but this is a reality. There's not one person in this room right now who can guarantee they will make it home safely. Which one of you can guarantee that? I would love to see you. Who? Nobody. Because this ultimately is the decision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so just like that woman who was told she had 1 month to live, she began making the best uses of her time. But what if I told you, I don't even know if you have 1 day to live? Would that be a means for you to make change in your life? It should be, because you're not sure about how much time you have. Many of our youth and many of our older folks, we are living in what I like to call the inshallah generation. Right? Everything is inshallah. Inshallah, one day I'm going to go hajj. Inshallah, one day I'm going to pray Salatul Fajr on time in the masjid. Good luck. Inshallah, one day I'm going to get married. Inshallah, 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 inshallah. But, wallahu a'lam. We don't know. And everybody has that thing. Everybody has something they'd like to improve on. Maybe you're young, one of these young brothers and sisters, and you'd like to hafid the Quran. You want to memorize the entire Quran. What is your game plan? How do you plan on actualizing that goal? If you're a bit older and you want to get married, okay, great. What is your game plan? Have you began saving up? Have you, done all the necessary steps ahead of time? You want to go for Hajj? Okay, what is your game plan? Many of us, we don't have the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahi, a lot of us, we don't have the fear of Allah. We're under the assumption that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ultimately forgive us despite any of our shortcomings, which could be true. But why take a chance? Worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as if you have no more time left. Because ultimately that decision is not up to you. That is ultimately the decision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'll do this poem for you inshallah. It's called, Where's the Fear? O children of the book, have you forgotten your agreements, your covenant with your Lord? You're resembling the heathens. Where is your fear? Because clearly no one can see it. And it's not just a matter of wanting, my friends. You must want and need it. You God-worshipping, devil-hating creations, Haitians, Asians, brown-skinned, Caucasian, Arab, African, son and daughter of a son and a daughter, mostly made from water. Tell me, where is your fear? Surely God has made His message easy for remembrance, but is there any one of you that will actually remember? Despite your gender, age, color, or class, those who fight fire with fire usually end up with ash. You're young and dumb because you're young, not ready for a commitment. You just want to have fun. Inshallah, you say. You'll change your ways one day. The only problem is, we're supposed to praise like we have no more days. You who came from this faith, you who pray every other day, you part-time Muslims working for minimum wage, mashallah, you are brave. Have you no fear? You say Iman is in your heart, but is your heart sincere? What if you were a hypocrite and didn't even know it? Scared of being scared, so your pride won't let you show it. Your friends think it's funny that your sisters wear a hijab, or that for a month every year you decide to fast. Khalas, you just want to blend in, so you decide to hang out, accustomed to sin like the desert is to droughts. But you shouldn't be scared of what your friends might say. You should be scared to death of the judgment day. So lose those friends like fools do their wealth, cause you hang with 9 idiots. You're probably the 10th. We plot and dream about things that don't count, as if money and fame mean anything in the next life. It's a shame we can't come through on the things we claim. Guard your tongue from praise as you have guarded it from blame. To whom is your fear aimed? You wouldn't disrespect your mother, yet you would disrespect the actual creator of all things. Who do you choose to fear? Who deserves your nerves? Don't curve your words, for Allah has already heard all your truths, your secrets, worst dreams. Surely the Creator of all sees and knows all things. So who are you lying to except yourself, a branch from a dead tree? Please release yourself, troubled teens. Ask your Lord to guide you to the deen. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. Ya Allah, please have mercy on those who do not have mercy on themselves. This country of Kafir makes our faith that much harder. So please forgive our parents for their failing sons and daughters. I am your martyr, so please bring me to your safety. I'm black and Muslim. Everywhere I go, someone hates me, so please protect me and the rest of this ummah. Provide us with fear. Allow us to live life sunnah, the way of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the way of your messenger. May peace be upon him. Help us to practice the words of your holy text, because who cares about this world? I'm worried about the next, so don't let them get you down. Ask Allah for some better days, because when the world pushes you to your knees, you are in the perfect position to pray. Ameen. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum.